All right. We got to wake up coming out of Helix sleep, of course. And Jim, I understand before we get back to international affairs, we have some local news.
Well, boy, I tell you, somebody got a wake up call. Of course, one of our stringers sent this into the desk. It's the guy that's covering the Ryan Nemeth beat this week. Folks may recall, although maybe you don't, it's been a while, but Ryan Nemeth sued who was it? Tony Khan, All Elite Wrestling, CM Punk, potentially Home Depot, and Dan Rather. I'm not sure.
No, that was Raka Khan. Don't get the two confused.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. For blackballing him from the wrestling industry and ruining his what would have been an incredible Hall of Fame career. And there was some ridiculous verbiage that it was almost like some kind of comedy club or improv room parody of what a lawyer would put in a lawsuit about the fascination that Tony Khan had with CM Punk and the adoration and adulation and anal interference or whatever.
I could say with more to be said in the future, we are literally involved with lawsuits where we detest the person who we've had to sue, yet we didn't get as personal as he did in his fucking lawsuit.
We wanted to, but respectable attorneys that you would think would be, the ones you'd want to win a case would not have approved this. But nevertheless, that's the last we heard of that from Ryan. Well, apparently now Ryan Nemeth has changed his little bio on his, I think it's Twitter. It's at and follow, and he's got the followers and he's following 3,000 people. That's when you know you're just a social climber. Who can follow 3,000 people and give a shit? But nevertheless, he's changed his bio. Would you like to hear what the new bio is for Ryan Nemeth on the social mediums?
I didn't know what the old one was, but sure.
It says, raise your hand if a literal billionaire sent someone to sue you 4 minutes before you walked on stage for your Off-Broadway debut play this weekend. And a little emoji of a yellow-faced fellow with a blue sleeve slapping himself on the forehead. So apparently there has been a countersuit to the suit.
Apparently David Geffen finally got his hands on Ryan Nemeth. Good to hear.
And poor Wright, he was off Broadway. I understand it was a play in Schenectady.
It was off Bowery.
But no, Hunts Hall turned him down. But Bernard Gorsey said he'd do it if the money was right. So now I guess we'll be hearing that there is a countersuit for some kind of, what would you sue in return for that suit that we read? Bad writing?
Did we didn't hear, what would Tony sue him for? I mean, I know that Tony, this is their move. It's not even about Ryan Nemeth. They try to force things back into arbitration. That's what they want. The last thing they want is to have to go through the courts, and the last thing they want is to have to go public with a trial, with a jury, and everything else.
Well, Ryan Nemeth got served, and he wasn't even in a dance competition. He's been served with something, because that's the way that, these amateurs who've never been in multiple lawsuits from a variety of positions, such as myself, that's the way that they refer to being served in a suit. Is he said somebody to sue me.
And now he's going to sue Carol Channing for being blackballed from Broadway.
How many billionaires do you think he's sideways with? That could this not be Tony? Is this another billionaire?
Well, it's interesting. Would Tony do this as a way, if it was true, and if we're going with the idea that anything in this lawsuit is true, would Tony do this in this fashion as a way to win back the love and affection of CM Punk? Hey, remember when they served you right when you were going to get married? This guy ain't getting married. I waited until he was going to debut on Broadway, but that never happened.
Yeah, this is the best it's going to get for this guy. So we'll get him here. But no, I think Tony is suing him for defamation of his manliness for talking about the fascination that Tony allegedly has for Punk's manly bits. And he's like, this is ruining me from getting all the young debutantes at all the balls that from the other kids of parents who invented bumpers for cars or wherever the fuck his social circle is at. What are you giggling at?
That must be his social circle, sure.
The kids of other parents who invented car bumpers.
Jim, can you meet my friend Mike Michelin?
Circle.
Do you know my friend Mike Michelin over here?
Yeah, he's the one we always talk about with the spare tire around his waist.
Oh shit, it's Goodyear Rob. Goodyear Rob's over. Come over here. Say hello to Tony. Bumper Tony. Tony's got plenty of bumps he's gonna be doing. I kid. Of course.
Tony the Bumper, baby.
I'm sorry for rubbing my hands together as I'm thinking about all this. Chase Nacarado is going to get mad.
Travis Heckel is going to have a mental breakdown trying to figure this one out.
Ryan Nemeth arguing, even to get past the insults, arguing he's blackballed was ridiculous because he might be someone that AEW wouldn't hire, but that wouldn't stop WWE. Tony Khan would have nothing to do with that, and he's been working for TNA, where his brother's there.
And he's Off-Broadway.
AKA TNA. he's what was he in? Was he in Hair? Like, what was he actually doing Off-Broadway? Rent with Ryan Nemeth. What was he doing?
Wait a minute. He was in a takeoff of Grease called Hot Water.
Bye Bye Birdie, but it's Bye Bye Tony. Yeah. That's all about the lawsuit.